maybe reduce the phone number so I don't have to go there.
Well, folks, we want to say a pleasant good evening from Monrovia and welcome to this exclusive interview with Dr. Emmanuel Urey. Dr. Urey, want to say welcome to Focus on Liberia Online Television.
Nice to meet you and nice to talk to your media institution and all of your followers. I'm honored to be able to speak to you and speak to our people.
Tell us, first of all, how are you today?
I'm doing pretty well. I came in the country, I came to Liberia just 2 days ago. I recovered from COVID-19 not too long ago, but I'm well, and I came to also have our annual program, so it went out very well.
Great. Let's get to the real issues.
Yes, please.
Dr. Urey, tell us about today's event and what does it mean for the grassroots alternative movement.
The grassroots alternative movement is an alternative social political pressure group funded in Liberia in the United States with the tenets of fair play, equality, and justice. Our vision is to see a transformed Liberia where every child can meet his or her potential. We try to build an institution built on the ideas of equality, integrity, hard work, and patriotism. So our program today is our second annual program. In this program, to promote transparency, we present the annual report to our people, our members, in a very transparent manner. The money we raise, how we spend the money. Part of that also, we identify reputable Liberians who are working hard for Liberia to recognize their effort. So today we have our annual program, we presented the report, and we were able to honor 2 prominent Liberians here today. And set the stage for this year, going forward, what the activities will be involved with. It was an overwhelming success.
Great. Tell us what kind of institution is the grassroots alternative movement and what makes it different from others?
The grassroots alternative movement is an alternative movement to be able to promote Liberian culture, to be able to build a better Liberia that all of us can be proud of. We are saying alternative, we mean the true meaning of the sense, because the way the country is running, the way the culture has been built up, the culture of impunity, culture of corruption, and all the tenets of bad governance that this country is suffering from. We are here to present an alternative, and we actually mean alternative in the true meaning of the word itself.
Let's know from you what are the fundamental ideas of your institution.
The fundamental ideas, first, we have the key words that we define it, redefine it, and live it up to it ourselves. And as people gravitate towards us, that value is spread to them. The value of integrity, the value of equality, the value of fair play, the value of justice. Those are governing words, key words that we define to fit our own lifestyle. And then we build the institution from there, because the institution is based on the quality of the individuals who make the institution. So we are building this idea and building a culture of hard work and integrity so that it's so strong that one person cannot dominate. And we think it's going to be an answer to the old age problems of Liberia.
What do you envisage between now to the next 6 years?
From now to the next 6 years, that's really a kind of medium term. The immediate term, the short term is for now to next year election, 2023 election. And after that, all the way going to the next 6 years, we might run on into another election. So it's a medium term, and then we have a long term after that. So for the short term, we're looking at how we can contribute to shaping the election. All right, the election coming 2023, and we want to make sure we have credible people elected in the House of Representatives, because we know that House is very powerful. Okay. The more we have good people in there who are selfless, who care about the country, we know a transformation can come easily. So that's a short-term plan, along with our Citizens Education Commission bill we'll be proposing, so that we're able to educate the electorate so that they know exactly how to vote. That they change their method of voting, because their method of voting is not helping them. They keep electing the wrong people into offices. We want to change that. So those are the short term. The long term is really now how do we build a better Liberia going forward? It will be the medium term and going forward.
Great. Finally, Dr. Urey, any message for the Liberian people, especially during this time of leadership deficit in our country?
Well, Liberians remain peaceful. I think we get ready to do anything if we are not peaceful, right? Peace is really everything. I know sometimes people can be angry, and sometimes the way they express their frustration cannot be correct. But let us continue to be peaceful. We are going through difficulties in the country. The difficulties we're going through, it has underlying factors. There are cultural factors that are driving all these things, and that's what we're working to change. So I'm telling my fellow young people, my fathers and mothers, to continue to be patient, but also really be working hard, right? Let them also change their attitudes, right? Because change their mindset. This culture of dependency, so that somebody will do it for you. You cannot clean for yourself, somebody has to clean for you. Those little things that we're supposed to do to strengthen our children, to make sure they are in school. Let us come to the fundamentals of building family and living as a good human being. When you're giving $1 for people, give it to them. Don't eat that dollar. Don't be corrupt. Teachers don't corrupt students. Students don't corrupt teachers. Let us get good human being. Be a good person. If we can get a lot of people to behave properly, we can have a better country.
Are you thinking about decentralizing your efforts or your activities?
Yes. Last year we were in Bonkane. We established in Bonkane now.
Okay.
Our movement will continue to spread to different parts of the country because we want to make sure that it's properly decentralized. We want to make sure that every aspect of the country is captured and people are gravitated towards the ideology and the value system we're building. So we intend to go as many places as possible all across the world. We have members in China, in Sweden, in the US of course, and many other places, but we are moving. We have members now in Lofa. We pretty much have members nearly all over the country, but we need to get to them in a way that we establish strong bases in the area. So definitely that is part of our agenda.
Your activities are cost intensive. Let's talk about funding. Where do you get your funding from?
Yes, funding is always a challenge. But funding cannot be an obstacle.
Okay.
It cannot be. We learn how to live within our means. All right. So right now, GAME is funded mostly by the leader and some of our members. And the little money we take from there, we make sure that we use it wisely and spend less and make sure we are accountable. Right? Those are the principles. So money is problem, but money cannot be an obstacle. Ideas bring money.
Okay.
And there's always an alternative way of doing things cheaper. All right, there's always an alternative way of reaching your goal by using cheaper route than the usual flamboyancy, money spending, fooling people with money. No. And so right now we don't have any major donor and we don't even intend to go into any type of individual financing our activities.
Why?
Oh, because the common saying that he who feed your stomach controls your mind. You might think that you're giant. No, I'll take your money, but no. He who controls your stomach controls actually your mind, right? Because anytime they make you dependent on them, and anytime they threaten to pull their capital, their money away from you, you are vulnerable. So for that reason, you try to raise money on the grassroots alternative, raising money from people little by little. Because two things: if you raise money from a lot of people, you get their support. Because the fact that you put resources in your activities, it means their conviction, rather than one person doing it. So we don't want even the awards we're giving, our history award, we don't want anything from those who get award, nothing. If they want to volunteer anything, that's fine, but actually we're not doing it for anything in return. We're actually recognizing people like we did with Nisua today, we did with Mr. Tool today, they deserve it. And people here in the audience testify that these people really deserve it. And that's how we're going to change Liberia.
Dr. Urey, are there plans to collaborate with other institutions or organizations with the same vision, like GAME?
Exactly. We are open and willing to collaborate.
Okay.
If you share our value and we share your value, not value just the user politicking value where you get talk. When we're checking your closet, we don't see anything. When we're checking your closet, we see corruption. We're checking your closet, we see history of bad behavior. Well, no, that's not what we want. If you truly share our value, you have the history of what you're saying. you believe in that, we're willing to collaborate with you. And we're willing to bring a lot of good people together, because when we come together as good people, we'll have a force to reckon with.
Thank you very kindly. He's Dr. Urey, Dr. Emmanuel Urey Yakpawolo. He's the executive chairman of the grassroots alternative movement, Game Liberia. He's been here speaking with focus on Liberia online television. It's been a wonderful interaction. Thank you very kindly.
Wonderful. Thank you. I appreciate it.